Women's groups have protested over a poem published by Nottinghamshire police aimed at would-be rapists. The poem, based on The Night Before Christmas, tells the story of an attack on a woman who shares a lift home after a night out. But critics say it is guilty of trivialising sexual violence. Here's Fatima Manji.
It was the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse, until she stumbled in, a mess, all lipstick and hair. She'd been attacked, but wasn't sure how or where.
Nottinghamshire police wanted an innovative approach to raise awareness of rape, and it certainly got a lot of attention, much of it from critics.
Making sexual violence into some kind of poem that we're meant to be maybe amused by and a bit horrified by is really disappointing. They're still continuing to focus on the behaviour of women. They're still continuing to focus on what victims can do to prevent themselves from being abused, and that's what's disappointing.
Her attacker was nestled all snug in his bed, while visions of the rape he committed danced through his head.
I think if you're a rapist, that's not going to have the impact.
I don't find it offensive, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I think it's a serious issue all times of the year. The way it comes across is a bit infantilising.
But police officers who wrote the poem defend it, saying it's targeted at the attackers.
This is not a criticism of females and what they wear and what they look like or what they drink. This is about the after effects of a rape, and that's what some women will look like after they've been raped. Part of that poem was around looking at, as our collective, as police officers, what do we know about what perpetrators say when they're interviewed, what's their perception of women, and also how women feel straight after the rape has been committed against them.
Yet campaigners say this latest advert is just one of many where police blame the victim. In West Yorkshire, female drinking is linked to the risk of rape, and women in South Wales are urged not to venture out alone. But one rape survivor says this poem is effective.
The offence that happened to me was 10 years ago. I still suffer from the trauma of that offence. It's not possible in a campaign to highlight the potential dangers that victims face over the Christmas period. You can't possibly do that in as much depth as might be appropriate for a victim who's still suffering the trauma, but it gets the message out there.
Trying to launch a preventative campaign against rape is difficult, and Nottinghamshire police say their poem is designed to give victims confidence in the system. But the danger is if it's seen as trivialising, it may just have the opposite effect.